I tested this strategy 1.5 million times to find the perfect settings, so let's get straight to it. Hey trader devs, I hope you're going extremely well. Welcome to my channel where I find trading strategies on YouTube and then I code them to backtest them. Okay, so today we're going to be looking back at a strategy that I posted earlier last week, which was the ultimate scalper, which was inspired by another YouTuber called Joel on Crypto. You can find the video that I made about this strategy here above in the cards, where I go more into detail on this strategy. Today we're going to be looking at how I improved this strategy and made it better, and how also I tested it 1.5 million times so that we could find the perfect settings. Right, so what actually happened was I was on my Discord and lots of people were proposing to me new different strategy settings for the take profit and loss, because a lot of people found that 0.7% wasn't enough even to cover the fees that some of the exchanges actually charge. So what I decided to do was I decided to make a robot, or a bot, which actually tested and changed the fees to find the perfect match of stop loss and take profit. So I'm going to go through that. I'm also going to go through how I've also improved the MACD using an SMA or using moving averages. Okay, so let's go straight to my computer and have a look at that. Right, as you can see, I'm on my computer here. As I said earlier, this strategy was actually inspired by Joel on Crypto's channel. I actually created the code for it in a video that you can see above in the cards. The idea was that if the green, being the 50 EMA, is higher than the 200 EMA being the red, we are looking for long positions, and the other way around, if the red is above the green, we are looking for short positions. And to find the perfect entry, we're using the MACD on a lower time frame. Now we're currently in the 5-minute time frame, so we're going to be looking at the MACD on a 1 minute. Okay, so that gives us this, and we're looking for pullback. So what we're actually looking for is when we're looking for a long, for instance, we'd be looking for a red candle, which would be around here or here even, and we're looking for it to come slightly below the average candles here, and for us to say, right, okay, that's the end of the pullback and we're going to enter here. So we'd enter here and we'd add our stop loss here and our take profit up here. Short is the other way around. We'd actually be waiting for the two to cross over here, and it would look for a over the average green candle, which would be when we're a larger candle than the rest, and we'd get in and we'd put a stop loss up here and a take profit down here. Now, one thing that I have added here is a red line and a green line, which is an EMA, so is actually an MA, sorry, a moving average of all of these red candles. So anything that goes over these red candles would actually cause us to start an entry. And the other way around for a green candle would be any green candles going over the red line. We're looking for a short here, would start us an entry if we're in the right EMAs above. Okay, I hope you understand what I was saying. Just made the script a little bit easier so that it actually is more adapted to things like if we wanted to go directly to ETH, we wouldn't have to add any different settings. It actually works it out for itself. As before, if we went to something like XRP, which is a much lower value in market cap, we'd have 0 entries, but now thanks to the EMAs, it works out itself where it would actually take an entry. Okay, now that that problem is fixed, the problem was I found that in the community with others, that we found that the stop loss and the take profit were just too small to cover all of the fees that were incurred by Bybit or Binance and things like that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to try and create a bot in Python so that I can work out all of the possible matches between the stop loss and the take profit. So it's going to do one by one, because I'm way too lazy to do it myself, and then it's going to export all of them in to a nice Excel spreadsheet so that we can filter out and find the perfect match for us. Right, I'm going to explain that a bit better in front of my screen. Let's go. Right, here we are again. Okay, so what I'm going to do is create a bot in Python. It's just literally going to double click like that. It's going to change the stop loss and the profit to a random number like that, and then it's going to record all of the information that it finds here. Now that means that we could probably go through hundreds or even thousands of matches to find the perfect match. Right, okay, so the aim is to get more than 66% here. with over 200 trades would be good, and with a decent net profit. Obviously, we're going to be using leverage. That's the whole idea of Joel's on Crypto's challenge, to use high leverage. So we're going to go and see if we can find something that works. I'm also going to do it on a 5-minute, 15-minute, 30-minute and 1 hour time frame to see if we can find the perfect match. Okay, so first things first is to create the bot. Okay, so what I actually come up with was a Python bot, which is going to fill out. It uses Cilium, which I've done a lot of tutorials on above. You could probably find them throughout my channel. All it does is literally launches a Firefox browser and then fills out the information as I said. So we're going to launch that. We're going to leave it to run on a time lapse, hopefully very, very fast, because I should imagine it's going to be a lot of entries to get the perfect entry. Okay, I'm going to launch that now. Okay, as you can see, the bot has started by itself. Let's hope that it's going to work. This is my first try. Okay, it's just doing its test. Right, okay, let's see if it gets our first entry. Okay, perfect. Right, okay, as you can see in my terminal, it's managed to record all of the information here, giving us a 54 win rate out of 239 traders, and it's gone to the next one. Okay, I'm going to leave that in the background running. I'm going to test it like I said, and I'll be back with you with the spreadsheets in about a couple of minutes, I should imagine. Right, let's go.
A few moments later.
Okay, that's done. I've been on doing this on about 4 of my computers now, so we actually have got some results. I have done around 10,000 tests. So if we work out on a calculator, if I go here, calculator, here, all this over onto the screen, if we averaged around 200 results on, let's say 8,000 to be fair. And that means that we've actually tested 1.6 million trades that have been tested on. So we should get a decent result. Okay, let's start opening some of the sheets that I've actually shared on the Discord. Right, if we go here and click the Ultimate Scalper, this was the first one. You can actually scroll right the way down to the bottom here, and you can see that it was, I've shared the actual settings for it on the Discord here. This was on the 15-minute, 5-minute, and these are the results we've got. So as you can see, the bot actually took exactly 1,000 trades, and it came up with some quite good results. I mean, it's actually proven that the bot can have a lot of settings and make profit, because almost every single one of these would have made profit on spot. There's a lot at the bottom. If we find right to the bottom, we have to go down to the 900th result to actually start getting a loss. So quite a good strategy. Now what I'm actually looking for is a trade where the stop loss is smaller than the actual take profit. So we're looking for either a 1-to-1 or a 2-to-1 ratio, risk to reward ratio. So this over here tells us that it's actually that B3 is less than or equal to C3, and then we've got D3 is less than or equal to E3. So if it says failed here at the side, it means that the stop loss would be bigger. So that's not what we're looking for. Now if we go all the way down, as you can see, that on this time frame, I only actually found one, which would have been a 1.6. That's the stop loss, if I believe rightly. Stop loss on the long, 1.6 to a 3.6 take profit, and then we had a 4.6 to a 4.8 stop loss take profit on the shorts, and that would have given us an 80.93, so a 91% win rate, which is absolutely brilliant. So that is our first winning strategy on the time frames of 15 to 5 minutes. Right, okay, if I continue going along, if you go here, you look at the 5 to 1 minute. Now this gave me a lot to thought to, because as you can see throughout all of the, I've actually filtered this down so you can't see all of the results, because I was looking for anything that was over 66%, because Joel said we had to have 66%, and actually every single one of them failed the actual 1-to-1 risk reward ratio. So they wouldn't be scalps that I would actually take unless I was going for something like this here, which would have been not too bad, where this would have been one of the most viable, I guess. This time frame I wouldn't have taken any of these strategies or used these strategies. So the 5 to 1 minute, that's a no for me. Okay, and then we had this one here, which was the 30 to 15 minute, which gave us the absolute best results. We were looking for, like I said, a higher take profit than stop loss. Here we had a 2.2 stop loss to a 4.8 stop loss on longs, a 0.2 stop loss to a 3 stop loss on the shorts. That gave us almost an 80% win rate, a 264, and we passed with flying colours, and that seems to be my best result. It has been through, as you can see, this one has 1,884 results, and that's filtered down. If I took the filters off, okay, as you can see, it actually tested, I believe, no, it did 2,000, that one. One of them had 5,000 in it, so it actually done over roughly 10,000 results. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I know it was a bit complicated, but we've actually found a couple of winning strategies. All of the information and the strategies, I've shared all of my config, including the spreadsheets, in my Discord. There's a group where I just share my strategies, etc. I'm going to be doing this for all of my future trading strategies, so you'll have at least 5,000 tests for every single strategy. You can download all of my strategies for free on tradingview.com. And without further ado, guys, I'd say keep coding and keep safe. Have a good day, guys. Goodbye.